everyone, it's Linda from LyndaCreates, and I have another Thrifty Thursday thrift haul, and this also includes a special find from my thrift wish list. Actually, a lot of finds from my thrift wish list. Wow, yes, quite a few items from my thrift wish list. So let me go ahead, you can kind of get a hint of what's here, but let me go ahead and show you what I gathered this month. Let me move that, and I will start, well, I guess this is the easiest one to start with. I had gone to the Rose Bowl Flea Market. Which is one of the largest flea markets in the United States. It is absolutely wonderful. You could find anything and everything antique and vintage. So the Rose Bowl Flea Market is held outside of the Rose Bowl. So this is a rather large tablecloth. It was only $15. It was only $15. Beautifully stitched. It is just goes on and on. It does have just machine embroidery or machine lace on the edge, so it's not all hand done there, but this part is just so many pieces I could take little snippets out of. I can't even open it to show you how big it is, but for $15 this was amazing. And what they do is they have different vendors will maybe have like huge boxes or huge bins. This one in particular, it was like $15 for any of the linens inside there, and you have to dig. You never know what you'll find, but find some goodies in there. Another place had huge boxes, and they were selling by the pound. So I dug up, well, they had clothing as well as linens, and I found this beautiful quilt, but it was 4 pounds, so it would have been $40, and it was not worth $40. It was a cutter quilt, and just didn't seem like it was that. It was worth that. So you just kind of have to look around. So that was from the Rose Bowl Flea Market. This is the other thing I got at the Rose Bowl Flea Market. This is a cutter quilt. It's just a topping. It has damage, but it is the old feed sack fabrics. It's just, it feels so nice, and it's just so pretty, and it's a double wedding ring. It just goes on and on. Again, it's huge, and I love the fact it smells freshly laundered. This was in a booth, and the lady was so nice, and she gave this to me for $20, which I thought was a great price. I just like the fact that you could rescue something like this and just find so much fun things you could do with it. Oh, I just saw beautiful fabric. Where did that go? There's just little bits of fabric. Oh, here. Okay. Look at this fabric. I love that one. They're all so pretty. So anyway, so this is a huge cutter quilt that is a double wedding ring pattern. So that was my haul from the Rose Bowl Flea Market. And if you've never been, it is just amazing to go to. They have so much stuff. Unbelievable. So, okay, so the other thing, let me show you. This is a bag of crewel yarn. A couple things. one, I didn't have any crewel yarn or wool even for stitching, but I didn't want to just, I couldn't afford going out and just getting fresh ones, you know, from the store, because that's very expensive. And I would find people selling bulk, but they were horrible colors. So this was just amazing to find a bag of this much yarn, crewel yarn, needlepoint, I guess, yarn, but it was from the fabric thrift store that I often thrift, and the colors were just perfect for what I would need. So I bought all of that. So I can't wait. I keep trying to keep it sealed, to keep bugs out, until I'm ready to put them back, or put them in my storage, which are plastic bins, color sorted. So that was my, oh, just love having that. So that was one item from my thrift wish list of getting more yarns, wool yarns. Now, on Facebook Marketplace, I've just been having a blast there. So let me show you more quilts that I got. They're full quilts, so they're actually have a backing and a front, but it's this older fabric. It's very loved. It's very worn. It's very large too. So it looks like it's all cotton. It has some wear. There's some holes in it, but it is just gorgeous, and it's all machine stitched. This one is machine stitched, so, but I just loved it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use it to cut some of the fabrics off, or if I'm going to do, you know, use it as a background for a project, or what I'm going to do with it. But I was so thrilled to find it and get that. Again, it was on Facebook Marketplace. Where did I see the hole? I wanted to see what the lining is. Well, that's good. I lost the hole. Huh. Somewhere there is, oh, here. It looks like the cotton, almost like a cotton blanket inside, or I don't know. It's, where is that piece? It has a cotton lining, but there's something else inside of there. So it is thicker than you would expect. So it's not polyfill, let me put it that way. And I don't think it's wool. Oh, look at these fabrics. Oh, look at those. Aren't they pretty? Just gorgeous. There is just so many things to discover on this quilt. And it's a crazy quilt, just a tied crazy quilt. It doesn't have a lot of the fancy stitching, but it does allow for, if I would choose to take some snippets of fabric, there's a lot of fabric I could pull off of this. So that was off of Facebook Marketplace. Okay, this next one was also off of Facebook Marketplace. Really inexpensive. The person just wanted to get rid of it. There are some stains, but it's a Dresden plate pattern. Let's see. And it also is the flour sack, feed sack. Can't see what's in there. Looks like a wool blanket inside. One of these I looked at had like a wool blanket inside. Oh, here, you can see right there. This is the blanket in there. So the other thing too is that it is all hand quilted. If you can, let's see. You could see the stitching here. Hand quilted, beautiful cotton. It is showing wear and tear. It is a cutter quilt, but that's exactly what I wanted. Oh, it's 2 layers of wool. So it's like a giant wool either fabric or blanket folded in half in there. But there's the backing in like a tan brown color. And I just love the fact that it was hand stitched or hand quilted, and it is the flour sack fabrics, and the person just didn't think much of it because it was a cutter quilt. It had a lot of wear, and I thought it was just amazing because it is a cutter quilt. So that was, these cutter quilts, or these flour sack or feed sack quilts, were definitely on my thrift wish list. So getting three of them in such a short amount of time was just amazing. But I have one more item from my thrift wish list I wanted to share that I have been looking for and didn't think I could ever afford. But this is a canthus stitched piece of fabric. I don't know what it was used for. It is like 2 layers of fabric stitched together, and then it has the canthus stitching running through it. The lady I got this from said she's had it for at least a decade. She said it was block printed, but I believe it's batik. It looks like a batik printing. It is hand stitched. Okay, so that's that side. This is all one side of it, but when you open it up, look at those colors, and it has a little bit of this blue along the edge, but it has a different shade, or it continues with this fabric on this side, but it has this wonderful stitching, and I love this blue edge here. Wait, did I miss something? Yes, I did. Okay, that's just still unfolding it. The other side of it, which you could see this, the other side has a totally different fabric. So now it has, I don't know what this represents. I think these are leaves. Could be seeds, not sure. But look at this. How cool are these dot patterns? And I think I've never, as the lady was showing me a few other things she had for sale, I just kept petting this fabric because it felt so good. But so this, getting a piece of canthus stitching fabric at a reasonable price was definitely on my thrift wish list. So I think I scored really well this month. Where's that yellow? I love that yellow too. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's also pieced together by hand. I could see hand stitching on that seam right here. Wow. So anyway, so this is everything from this month's thrift haul. And the fun of going to the Rose Bowl Flea Market and finding things that you've been looking for that just make you so happy. If you get a chance, I highly suggest checking out the Rose Bowl Flea Market. It is held every month, the second Sunday of the month. Go early, take a lot of water, dress comfortably. It goes all the way around the whole bowl itself. But it also goes into the large parking lot to the side, across the Arroyo Seco River, and then into the huge parking lot beyond that. So it is really big, but if you take your time and you prepare for the weather, there is just so much you could find, so many treasures, unbelievable. So I highly recommend it. What I'll do on my website, I will put some hints as to how best to visit the Rose Bowl Flea Market if you're not familiar with it, where, what direction to get in, where to find parking. It's generally free parking. You have to walk, but it's free parking. Oh, you buy your tickets online. Well, I'll have all these notes. I'll have hints and tips and all that on my website. So check out LyndaCreates.com. That's Linda with the Y, Lynda, for hints and tips and suggestions to visit the Rose Bowl Flea Market. I haven't been there. I used to go quite often, but I haven't been there in years, and haven't been there especially since I've been looking for fabrics like this. So it was such a treat to find so much there when I went. So check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my Thrifty Thursday vintage thrift haul with items from my thrift I could check off from my thrift wish list. And please check out my crafty videos every Sunday, and join me back on the first Thursday of every month for my Thrifty Thursday monthly haul. Thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video.